Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatmawati from BBAC. Okay, in here I will answer the question from Sociolinguistics. The question number one is explain and give other example of language choice in multilingual communities. The answer is in multilingual communities, more than one language is used. It means that people living in this situation may speak more than one language. Thus, they can have linguistic repertoire uh, when interacting with others. They can choose a code or variety which is appropriate with participant, topic, and location. For the example is in Indonesian, there are a lot of areas discussed such as Bugis, Java, and then the Sundanese. But if someone from various region meet will still Indonesian. For the example, uh, people from Makassar who usually use Bugis language in their area, but when they meet Javanese people, will use like Indonesian, likewise if Bugis meet Sundanese, he will use Indonesian to speak. The question number two is re-explain by your own word. Example one, kalala. The answer is Godia is 18 years old. She lives in Semarang, a village in Palembang, South Sumatra, with a population of around 1,500 people. The average person living in this village works as a farmer. The reason is more guiding. People in Muaratalang have a different language. There are four languages commonly used in the in the in the estuary village on of Telang. Goodyear days, unlike other friends, he spent his day going with friends, regular meetings in the park, or going to this friend's house. On normal days, Goodyear use at least three different chords, and sometimes more than that. Okay, next question number three is domain language use and code choice. Explain briefly and one example of each terms. Domain is usually to denote the social context of interaction. Uh, the concept of the sociolinguistic domain goes back to the American sociolinguistic Joshua Fishman. Speech communities are made up of a number of domains which organize and define social life. Typical domains in a speech community include family, religion, education, employment, and friendship. Um, each domain has distinctive domain-specific factor, address, setting, and topic. For example, family members are obviously the main addresses in the family domains. The home location would be the setting, and everyday family matters would be the topic. In monolingual speak communities, situational code switching is done by speaking varieties of only one language. For example, the change between standard and non-standard forms of a language, such as Standard American English and AAFA. Next question is number 4. The question is social factor affecting code choice. What does it mean? what they are. What they are they? The answer is people may select a particular variety or code because it makes it easier to discuss a particular topic regardless of where they are speaking. Particular topic regardless be discussed in one code rather than whether factor will contribute to the appropriate choice. Next is the status relationship between people may be relevant in selecting the appropriate code. Social role may also be important and is often a factor contributing to status differences between people. Another relevant factor is the function or goal of the interaction. And then the last is morals can useful go beyond the social factors summarized in the domain concept to take account of social dimensions such as social distance, relative status or role, degrees or formality, and the function or goal of interaction. Next question is number 5. The question is diglossia and polyglossia. What do the term mean? Example: diglossia, according to the Oxford Dictionary in 8th edition, state that diglossia is situation in which two language or two forms of language are used under different conditions in a community. On the other, opinions state that diglossia is communities rather in which two language varieties are used, with one being a high variety for formal situation and prestige and a low variety for informal situation, everyday conversation. Holmes, according to Holmes. For the example, in Kupang Malay, there are two stratification. For the example, in low variety is sa pin main bola. It means that I will play football. It's not a co-play football, but in a high variety is saya pergi main bola. This language we use for formal situation. Okay, next, polyglossia. According to the Wiktionary state that polyglossia is a Greek word meaning both one, the existence, use, and knowledge of many languages, and two, the expression of multiple views simultaneously or sequentially. For their part, sociolinguistics define polyglossia as a condition which is more than two codes are used for clearly distinct reason, or in which a community use more than two languages. For the example, the sentence panjenengan sampen madahar. This language used for someone who has important position in the environment, or it can be used in the formal situation. The other signification is sampean pun mangan or sampean pun maem. This language is used for someone that we respect, such as your parent or the other people than us. Okay, the last question is number 6, is code switching or code mixing. What do the terms mean? Factor and example. The answer is uh, code switching, or according to Wardauck, code switching is a conversational strategy used to establish cross or destroy group boundaries, to create the evoke or change interpersonal relation with their right and obligation. An Indonesian bilingual switches from Indonesian to English. For example, jangan lupa ya, it's really hot and absolutely gorgeous. Kamu pasti puas. And then the code mixing, according to Wardak, state that code mixing occurs when the conversants use both a language together to the extent that they change from one language to the other in the course of a single utterance. It means that the, uh, that the course of conversations just change some of elements in their utterance is. According to Sirger, chord mixing divided into two kinds: intrasentential mixing and extrasentential mixing. Intrasentential mixing is range from the alternative of single word or phrase to this to clause within a single sentence or utterance. Example, aku benar-benar busy hari ini. Aku benar-benar busy hari ini. Busy as a code mixing of word in the sentence. And then the last code sentential mixing. And then the last is extra sentential mixing. Code mixing divided in two kinds, such as inner code mixing, is that stemming from original language, which all variation is and outer code mixing is that stemming from foreign language. There are some factors that cause people do code mixing according to Kim. Some of them are bilingualism, speaker and partner speaking, social community, situation, vocabulary, and the last is prestige. And then the last question and answer today. Thank you and see you. Bye bye.